I think a lot of us struggle with this one thing, and that is focusing and obsessing over the end result instead of enjoying the current benefit or finding the benefit or finding purpose in the process, right? I think a lot of us struggle with it, and I've endured that and I've conquered that in a myriad of ways in my life. Okay, so I can give you some examples, and maybe that'll help you to apply it to your life. Okay, all right, so for one, there was a point in time where I was severely constipated. I'm gonna go there because I feel like it's a lot of women who are battling this same thing, and the answer to it is so simple for a lot of us. Okay, so at one point in time, it was very hard for me to go to the bathroom. I had IBS. It would be 2 to 3 weeks before, I could go. And so this occurred in my life maybe for about 2 to 3 years. Uh, and so literally, I'm just being transparent and telling you that I used to starve myself because I was gaining weight because I was not dumping what I was eating. I was retaining it. And I don't want to go back to the weight that I was in my teenage years because I was a chunky kid in my teenage years. And so I kind of started starving myself a little bit. I would eat like lettuce or pickle and drink a lot of water that day or something like that. But then not only was I severely constipated, but I used to work a lot of jobs. I used to work like 3 or 4 jobs at one time because I consider myself one of those people that's kind of like a workaholic. That's kind of like a go-getter or whatever you want to call it. And it took God to deliver me from that. Now, I still like to get to the bag and I still like to, stay active, just not busy, if that makes sense. So I feel like He delivered me from that once He set me down. He set me down like physically. I had a situation that happened where somebody stole my car and I didn't have full coverage insurance. So I couldn't work those 3 and 4 jobs anymore. And yes, that was my life in America, working 3, 4 jobs and couldn't even afford full coverage insurance when somebody stole my car. But I digress. And so I was made to sit down, and when I sat down, and I couldn't keep moving around like I was. Another thing I used to do when I had them 3, 4 jobs, I would party hard on the weekend and drink a lot to, kind of offset my hard work or pay myself back for, working hard or whatever. And honey, let me tell you, once I had to sit down and I couldn't go as I pleased like I once was, I started using the bathroom. It's crazy. So instead of focusing on the end result of losing weight, I took care of myself. I benefited myself by relaxing, by getting rest, by staying present with myself, by spending more time with God. A lot of the answers to your questions is you slowing down and stop distracting yourself. And you might get some answers. Answers coupled with solutions. Okay. So that's one thing where I stopped focusing on the end result and I start loving on myself. And when I start doing that, I lost weight and I start pooping. Excuse my French. Another thing in my life is my hair loss. So I've had this condition where I'm losing a lot of my hair. And you know how us girlies are, we love our hair, honey. So when we start losing our hair, but when I start losing my hair, it has deeply affected me. And I just finally have made peace with the fact that God will heal me when He's ready to heal me. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do some research to see what oils will combat the condition. Okay, so I start making my own oil. I recently just started doing it. So instead of focusing on the end result of my hair growing back or my hair getting thicker or whatever, I just start treating my hair with oil that I made and massaging my scalp so I could, stimulate a lot of those hair follicles and, circulate some blood flow up there because I haven't been doing it. So I start loving on myself instead of focusing on the end result of growing my hair, right? Another thing in my life is I was once a Turo host. For the people who don't know what Turo is, that's a car sharing business. So I had a couple business cards listed on the platform that I used to rent out to people. Instead of focusing on when I got booked, receiving, my earnings, the paycheck from it, I would just provide them good service. A clean car, great communication, you know, some amenities, convenience. So I just focused on loving on my customers more than the result of getting paid. And with that, I was very successful. Let's just say that. I performed well on the Turo app. So stop focusing on the end result and find purpose in the process, right? Right now, I am pursuing another business venture in real estate. And who y'all, I'm gonna tell you, it made me grow hairs within this process. But I'm so thankful for it because it has taught me so many different things that are gonna help me in my real estate career that's grooming me. So instead of focusing on getting the money, closing on houses, and collecting my, assignment fees, my earnings, I can just really focus on what is the purpose within this process, because this is what's going to strengthen me to be great at what I do and to be able to help others who will be where I'm at now, you know. So stop focusing on the end result and find purpose in the process. What is the current benefit? How can you love yourself? Are you loving on yourself? You know, don't cheat your way through it. Just endure it. Just endure it and be present. So it's very easier said than done, right? Very easier said than done, but that doesn't mean that it can't be done. So, but anyway, I'm not gonna go down a rabbit hole too far here. I just wanted to come on here and share that with somebody. Hopefully, it has made a light bulb go off, encouraged you, enlightened you on whatever. And I hope everything is everything with everybody. And go help somebody. All right, peace.